What's up, guys, and welcome to another edition of
Burton Ballers. And in today's edition, we are going to be going back on our disappointing 2-1 defeat against Wolverhampton Wanderers. Over to you, Zane. Before we get into the video,
don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on all post notifications so you'll be notified when we make this video, whenever we make a video. Share this video and comment down below.
okay. Right.
And also sub to ZDB Gaming.
Welcome to the Burton Ballers. Ain't got no time for no stallers, yeah.
We are the risers, we're not the fallers. Our channel is growing wider and taller.
Yeah, we're here to give you the news about your dear beloved Blues, yeah.
So if you like this YouTube channel, like, subscribe, and turn on that bell.
Yeah.
Right. So what do you think? What do you think yesterday, Zane? What's your take on that disappointing game? Who got lucky? They did. They deserved it.
It's just that the other end of the fence was poor. Like, what were we doing? How did we just let him run?
Yeah.
From all the way from Sheffield all the way to the goal.
He had the freedom of Molyneux, didn't he? That was terrible. And I thought about last season, Zane, because that's the same thing we used to do last season, wasn't it? In transition, just let teams have an easy run at us, and we were caught 2 against 1, 2 on 1. Yeah. So Neto's the sort of player that we need, isn't he? He's a winger that we lack. We've got no wingers at the moment. So, and I don't want to keep harping on about it, but we should have got that 4th winger in the summer. We've left ourselves short. So let's dissect it. Let's dissect the game thing. First off, I thought we did all right, didn't we?
Yeah, it was decent.
Yeah, we're decent without really creating. I thought both teams were a bit cagey first half. So it's understandable that Chelsea would have been a bit cagey because they had just lost against Everton, so they wanted to rebuild a little bit of confidence. We went in, let's look at the team selection. The team selection actually was exactly what I thought said, apart from one vital one. I think we should have had Tammy Abraham instead of Giroud. Okay, people may say Giroud scored a goal, but I still think Tammy Abraham would have moved the Wolves defence around a bit more, and he scored 6 goals against them in 4 games. So he would have been going into that game confident. You know, there's some clubs you just like scoring against, like McGoldrick with Chelsea. Alonso with Tottenham. Yeah, so there's certain teams that, and as a manager, I think you should think, okay, yeah, he's got a good record. He's always going in there thinking that he's going to do damage, especially after the hat-trick he scored last year. So I think that he should have played in front of Giroud, and I think we may have had a different result. So first half finished 0-0. It was a bit of there's not hardly any chances. Were there any big moments? Not really. The only good thing was Pulisic. Pulisic was outstanding on the left, wasn't he? He had a fantastic game, I thought. He was our bright spark in that first half. Second half, things changed a bit. When did we hit the crossbar? Zuma just before the end of the half, didn't he? Another thundering header by Zuma hit the crossbar. Second half, we came out a little bit better, and we got the but goal line. What was it? What worked for us? Goal line technology. So goal line technology. First of all, I didn't even cheer. It was a delayed reaction, wasn't it? Because we thought, okay, did he score? Oh, he made a good save. And we're looking, it's gone over the line. Surely it has. And when the goal line technology confirmed that it went over the line, it was like a delayed, yeah, we scored sort of thing. Yeah, but after the goal, it's just a bit strange, wasn't it? It sort of galvanised Wolves more than it did Chelsea. So after we scored, Wolves started to come more into the game, and Chelsea, rather than sit back and hold what they had and just let Wolves come at us because they needed to score the goals, we were still committing a lot of men forward, and the danger signs were there already because Wolves started to come more into the game. Prudence became more for force, and something strange happened as well. Do you remember what that was with Werner and Pulisic? Can you remember? You can't remember. They switched, didn't they? So Werner went to the left and Pulisic went to the right. I don't know why, because Pulisic became ineffective on the right and Werner was very ineffective on the left. So Werner, let's talk about Werner. What's your take on Werner yesterday?
It's hard to believe he's just a professional footballer. I'm not judging him. I know it's hard under pressure, but when you're a professional footballer, you have to know how to actually genuinely pass it.
Yeah.
I mean, you need to make more runs because all he's doing was passing it. I mean, not even passing it to Chelsea players.
He was one of the Wolves' best passers. I think
He was the man of the match, but for Wolves.
if we had a pass percentage for Wolves, he'd have got 100% pass percentage because every single pass it seemed like he was doing it to a Wolves guy. And my take on Werner, because I've been having a lot of discussions on Twitter about that today, and I said it and I warned you guys. I'm not being reactionary, so I'm hoping he does come good because I'm hoping he's not another Morata or one of those strikers that we bought in the past. But I did say at the time we got to be a bit wary because in the Bundesliga, this guy's getting bags of room because he's all about pace. His first touch is terrible. His close control isn't great at all. So he's a guy who needs the ball in front. He'll be good at a team like Leicester, wouldn't he? Really, because similar to what Jamie Vardy and teams like that, you like to play where you come because with Leicester, a lot of teams don't come and put a low block against Leicester because they feel that they can have a chance against Leicester, so they don't really defend deep. So that creates a lot of room in behind. But when teams are playing the likes of Chelsea and Liverpool and teams like that, then you're going to have teams who are frightened of our attack, so they're going to drop a bit deeper. So he hasn't got that space to operate in behind. So with us, the profile of striker that we need better is someone like an Aguero type, or even Salah. Because I was arguing with someone, and what you got? You got people who they can use their dribbling skills to get past people. He hasn't got those dribble skills, so he relies on service and balls in behind. Because like when we played Southampton, remember Southampton? We scored the 2 goals against Southampton. The reason why I scored those 2 goals, Southampton were pressing us high and they left a lot of room behind. Similar to what Brighton did. And against those teams, great, it's brilliant. So he can just exploit that space in behind, use his blistering pace to score. For me as well, he's played so many games this season, he needs a bit of a rest. I'll tell you what would be good. If, for instance, we're 1 or 2-0 up and a team are chasing us, and they have to come at us. So he'll be good on the counter-attack if we're soaking up the pressure and hit them on the break. That's what the way we should have done it against Wolves yesterday, actually. Just protected what we had. Because Frank Lampard even said this in his press conference. Protected what we had, a 1-0 lead, and then hit them on the break, on the counter, and it would have been ideal. Yeah, jury's out on him, and sometimes this game and the game before against Everton, it was like we're playing with 10 men, or 9 men really, because he wasn't really in the game. I'm not sure it's a confidence thing, yeah, but I will give him a break, because in Germany they're used to having a winter break as well, so I think that he should just be on the bench for a couple of games, come on now and again, and try and restore his confidence. Havertz is another one. Havertz, I'm not going to be too critical on Zayn, because with Havertz, he's somebody who has just, he's had COVID and he's coming to a new country, still young. So I feel that his performances may pick up, not being great at the moment. But again, I've got other players now, so we need to rotate a bit more. And that's where Frank's gone wrong as well, because I don't think he's rotated the side as often as he should. Players are looking tired. Yesterday, Reece James looked tired. He didn't have one of his good games, so maybe in hindsight, he could have brought in Aspilicueta. Mason Mount didn't have a good game. We've got like the likes of Billy Gilmore who can come in. Talking to the people in the live yesterday as well, I think that we were a bit short-sighted in 2 aspects. Obviously, not getting that 4th winger, and I think we shouldn't have let both Loftus-Cheeks and what's the other guy, Ross Barkley. I don't think we should have let both of them go at the same time, because now we're a bit short in the midfield as a sort of attacking.
It's all the same type of midfield. It's all the same.
They're the same, yeah. So we should let one go on loan and kept the other one. Maybe kept Ross Barkley and let Loftus-Cheek, because Loftus-Cheek just needs a game time to build up his fitness again. So I think had we kept Ross Barkley, he would have given us another dimension. Yeah, he's playing good at Aston Villa. But the other thing what Ross Barkley can offer us is when we're playing against these teams, because we've got no one in the side. Mason Mount doesn't do it often because he has got a long shot in his locker, but we haven't got anyone
The only one who's daring to do a long shot is Kovacic, but
Oh, shot shooting was
You
awful
already
yesterday.
know
Oh, they were
that,
terrible.
no.
Reece James' shooting was off yesterday, wasn't it? He had a couple of wild ones as well. He's usually pretty good, but yesterday he was a bit wild. But Ross Barkley is a good.
Kante.
Ross
No,
Barkley,
Kante actually said.
not
Remember
shooting
last season?
from
last
range.
season, from range, he was just scoring
Not
5
a lot.
goals in like a game.
Not from range.
Yeah, from range. He only scores from range.
No, not Kante.
Yes. Kante.
He's got a couple from range, but not a lot. Yeah, but Ross Barkley, I think, would be ideal for us as a sort of extra midfielder, as playing in the number 8 position, I think. But yeah, so we need to rebuild our confidence, and I'm hoping that we're not seeing the same pattern as last season. Because last season, Zane, started off poorly with a defeat. We had a defeat 3 games in this season against Liverpool. Then last season, around about November time, that's when we started losing a few games. We've waited until sort of mid-December this time, but we lost back-to-backs, similar to what we did last year when we lost back-to-backs, Man City and someone else, West Ham was it? And then we went on a run where we won 1, lost 1, won 1, lost 1, won 1, lost 1, won 1, lost 1. So I'm just hoping that it isn't a mirror of last season, and hopefully we can get back to winning ways and start a winning run again. The games are not going to get easier. Got West Ham, we've done the double over us. We've got the banter club Arsenal, but you know, it's typical Arsenal for Aubameyang to come and score against us after not scoring for about 8 games. So we've got a few tricky games coming up over the Christmas period. Aston Villa are going well as well. We've got them, so I'm just hoping that we can bounce back and fast, and that the guys can get their confidence up again. Because winning breeds confidence, losing knocks your confidence, and when you start to lose 1 or 2 games, then doubt comes into the players' minds, and it's not pretty if we can't stem the tide now. So we need to do something about it. So hopefully it'll be against West Ham. We can get a victory, a long-awaited victory against them, and then we'll see what happens for the rest of the Christmas period. So guys, your turn now. Comment below, what was your thoughts on the game yesterday? I had quite a few people on the live chat yesterday, so good discussion. If you weren't there, then let us know your comments, or if you thought about something else different from what we discussed yesterday, comment below. And don't forget, guys, to
subscribe to the channel.
Ooh, nice.
Turn on all post notifications so you'll be notified when I make a video. Share this video and comment down below, please.
Okay, bye.